was also so good to watch. He could just glide up the pitch. So yeah, he just brings back so many good memories, and that rivalry with Roy Keane is never going to be matched, in my opinion.
Ever, yeah. Two players to dominate, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they were both so like fierce with it, and all they wanted was to make sure the other one did not get the upper hand. And it was almost the same kind of story with the managers, Fergie and Wenger. It was every time it was Arsenal v Man United, the first thing you talk about is Fergie versus Wenger, Roy Keane versus Patrick Vieira. That's it, and that's the end of it. So yeah, they're my 5 football icons that made me fall in love with football. So yeah,
mine. I'll go through mine really quickly. Zidane, Ronaldinho, Batistuta. Just because he was so prolific as a striker. I remember the thing is that it's like I think he could score literally from anywhere, anyhow. Left foot, right foot. He was just a precision scorer. So yeah, Zidane, Ronaldinho, Batistuta, Cristiano Ronaldo, and just because he was just one of my favorite players of all time, Del Piero. There was something about Del Piero that just made me think, yeah, this guy was just before and after he got that injury, he probably wasn't as great as a goal scorer after his major injury, but he's just as an assist man, yeah. So remember, he played with Salas, Trezeguet, Zlatan, Christian Vieri. So he played with all of the Inzaghi. So Del Piero was just like that second guy that you can always give. Yeah. So yeah, those are my 5.
Nice. Amar?
Yeah, so John Barnes, as mentioned before, and Diego Maradona, as mentioned before. Steven Gerrard, for me, the best midfielder, the best Premier League midfielder of all time. Of course, never won the Premier League title, but was the ultimate big game player for Liverpool. The ultimate guy. He scored in every type of final for Liverpool, and just an unbelievable player, and one of the best midfielders in the world for about 3 or 4 years, I'd say, in around sort of 2006, 2007, 2008, around that time. I would say he was the best at what he did in the world.
Amar, did you go to the Olympiacos game?
I went with you, mate.
Yes.
We were there together.
Just checking.
So I have great personal memories of Gerrard, because I was at the game where he needed to score that goal, the 3rd goal against Olympiacos. Remember that vividly. Unbelievable goal. I was also at the FA Cup final, the Gerrard final as they call it, in 2006. He scored that brilliant equaliser right at the death.
Was that the West Ham game? Yeah.
That was. So I've seen some of his, most incredible performances. And,
were you there at the Chelsea game by any chance? Yeah.
I've been to many Liverpool-Chelsea games involving Steven Gerrard, yes.
Were you at the Liverpool-Chelsea?
Slip.
The finals?
I'm talking about the slip, boys. The slip.
It's funny how...
We can't let it slip now, lads.
Steven Gerrard has become like this figure of fun for rival fans, but you all would have wanted him in your team.
Yeah, no. Like, jokes aside. Yeah.
I'll give my left arm if you'd pay for it.
You all would have wanted him. That's the thing. Then Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, phenomenal Ronaldo, just an unbelievable force of nature as a player. It's such a shame he had some of the injuries that he had, otherwise who knows what else he would have achieved. But his spells at Barcelona, in Holland, his spells at Real Madrid, his spells in Italy. He scored goals whenever he played. He was powerful, fast, clinical, the ultimate centre forward, I think, Ronaldo, in terms of every attribute he had, and had the great story of the World Cup, where obviously he had a really poor final in 98 and then came back 4 years later and pretty much won it for Brazil in Japan 4 years later. So Ronaldo, for me, is one of the great stories of football. And then Marco van Basten. When I was a kid playing in the playground, that was often who I pretended to be. I was nowhere near as good as him, of course, but that 1988 Netherlands team, Holland team with Van Basten, Gullit, Rijkaard, Koeman. They were such a good team, and Van Basten was the assassin, the spearhead of that team. And his goal in the final of the Euros in that year against Russia, I think it was, is one of the great goals ever scored in an international football final. I don't think there's a better goal ever scored in an international final. If you haven't seen it, then look it up afterwards. But it's unbelievable.
Did you ever try to replicate it in the playground?
Absolutely, yes. Usually would sky it into the infant playground or school next door or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
5. So, Carl, do you want to jump in, get involved?
Yeah. So my 5, John Barnes for the same reasons as Amar cited. Ronaldo for the same Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo for the same reasons. Zinedine Zidane, Messi. Because I've seen him play numerous times and he just glides around the pitch like he's like somebody from another planet, and his skill with the ball is phenomenal. And my final player, I love him because he broke my heart. His name is Fernando Torres. For 2 seasons, I loved that player. Arsenal had Thierry Henry, and for a long time, I wish Liverpool had a striker of that quality. And then he came to Liverpool, and for 2 seasons, he was
tore it up.
He was just. I loved him. I had the shirt. I just loved that player. I got excited when his name was announced. I thought that guy's the guy who's going to score goals, and then he left the team. He left the team and went to Chelsea. And
do you think if he'd have stayed with you, then his career would have continued on its path? Because obviously we know what happened at Chelsea.
I love the romance of that guy. I fell in love with him. Then he left for somebody. He was seduced by somebody else. He went for somebody else he found more attractive, and maybe it didn't work out for him.
Probably had a bit more money.
And I was always wishing that the team he went to next, he didn't succeed. But when he went somewhere else, I always wanted him to succeed because I was still in love with him.
I loved Torres as well, but he was in decline at that point, I think, a little bit. And I don't think the club treated him particularly well as well. And I think, he's gone back to Anfield a few times since, and he's had a great reception. So I think
we still love him. We still forgive him.
Yeah,
definitely.
He just seemed like he could unlock any defense. Like wherever he got the ball, he would just get a goal out of nowhere. He could just read the defense and then a bit of acceleration, and then suddenly create a chance for himself and score. He was the best at it.
Yeah.
So if we have to round it all off, then who should we decide is like the sporting icon? Because is Zidane? Has everyone mentioned Zidane?
I didn't pick Zidane, but I love Zidane.
The thing is, like,
pick him another day.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It is so like pretty much every name that's been mentioned has got a fair shout, and I'd be happy with any of them, really.
Hey, maybe we just leave it to our good stories and memories. That doesn't have to be a winner. We're all winners.
You know what, guys? I think the best thing that we can do is put it to the audience and see who they reckon out of all of the names that have been mentioned, who is the ultimate sporting icon. Or if you have any other suggestions, feel free to drop them to us. We've had a very good chat. Like, it's been, I didn't realise we'd been going for so long, to be honest. And I'm very aware that Amar needs to shoot off quite soon. So I think we should just about wrap it up, guys, because it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks again to Amar for joining us today. Thanks
for having me.
Where can the people find you, Amar?
Welcome.
I'm tweeting at Amarjourno, AMARJOURNO, probably the best place to find me and listen to my musings or follow my musings and things.
Okay, cool.
I'll be doing that.
Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Again, thank you, Amar, for joining us. And you can come and find us at Beats and Balls on Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to our content, because it really is the best way for us to grow and expand, organic growth and all that. You can hear us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audio Boom, or wherever you get your podcasts. But until next time, people, ballers out.
Ballers out.
Ballers out.